Okay guys, hey, before we start, I just want to apologise for not being able to upload since we're back at school now and I've been getting a lot of homework and plus a lot of things are going on, cases rising where I am right now and everything. So, sorry about that, and I've really been busy, and if you hear no such thing is because I was out and it was really cold, so now I have a stuffy nose, so if you hear that, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, let's just get on to it. Hizashi, ex-reader, ex-Shota. Why must you always be so cold all the time? It was a simple statement, a statement that you always hear for your boyfriends, mostly just the loud one. He was very outspoken about your cold body temperature. You tried to ignore the slight sting in the left in your chest. You knew he didn't mean any harm. He was just joking, right? At least you figured he was just messing around. Just like all the other times, but for some reason, the sting of his words weren't going away. It was just you and Mike right now. Your other boyfriend was working late, and honestly, you were wishing that Mike was too. You already had a bad day, and all you wanted to do was cuddle up with one of your boyfriends, so you wanted some nice human contact, but this was happening. You were laying in bed with Mike. You haven't said anything since he made the comment. You were trying to cuddle, and he basically made you feel bad about it. You were now on the other side of your guy's bed, facing the other way. He was watching TV, but you could feel his stare every once in a while. Songbird? You sleeping? He softly asked, but you just ignored his question. Songbird? Still, you didn't answer. You heard him slightly sigh. Babe, you don't gotta get upset. It's not a big deal. That was it. You couldn't take it right now. Not a big deal? It wasn't the first time he had said that. Why does he get that it hurts? You got up and walked out of the room, grabbing a blanket out of the closet. Babe, don't do this, he begged. He now realised that you were really upset, but he also knew that now you were this upset, there was nothing he could do right this second to make it up to you. He had to let you calm down. You ended up dragging out the blanket to the couch in the living room. You turned on the TV and laid down, covering it up. You tried your hardest not to cry. It wasn't your fault. Your court does this. You couldn't help it. Your skin, it's cold. Your skin feels sometimes. How must he always make a comment about it? It was like every night this thing morning anymore. You were starting to resent Mike. Your other boyfriend never made comments about how cold you were. At least when he did, it wasn't when you just wanted cuddles. Honestly, he would open his arms to you every time he would come home. You really wish that he was home right now. But now that you were upset, your skin was getting more cold. You could feel your body was starting to get the couch all frosty. You ended up falling asleep on the couch. That was till you heard the door open and close with a couple of groans every once in a while. Oh, he's home. The steps kept getting closer until he finally stopped near you. Kitten? You heard him whisper before you heard some more noises. You weren't sure what he was doing till you felt the blanket move after a little bit. You felt his bare body hit yours. He was just in his boxers, as usual. His body was also ice cold. Shota, you're really cold. You should probably go lay down with Loudmouth in the room. I'm pretty sure his body will warm you up, you mumbled as you moved closer to him. I want to be able to warm you up like he can. Is there a reason you're sleeping on the couch? He asked, ignoring what you just said. You didn't answer him, and you rubbed your face into his chest, taking all the smell of him. But he slightly leaned back, hearing himself a groan from you. I asked a question. He sounded serious. You finally opened your eyes and looked at tired ones. You weren't really sure how to explain to him how you were feeling and why you were sleeping right here. But before you were going to tell him, you were going to steal a kiss. You quickly leaned up and steal a kiss from him. You quickly got on top of you, breaking the kiss, giving you... Just tell me already. Look, I was trying to cuddle with Mike, and he was... Like, why do you always gotta be so cold? I had a bad day and I just wanted some cuddles, and he had to make the comment. I'm just sick of it. I know I'm cold all the time. I can't help it. It's my quirk. Shota could hear how sad you actually were. He sighed slightly before getting off of you and laying back down next to you. Wrapping his arms around you, he was trying not to now warm you up. His body might be cold, but man, yours was even colder. Did you tell him how hurt your feelings, or did you just basically storm off? He asked. But he already knew the answer. He knew how you got with Mike. If you said the wrong thing, you would storm off without another word. You even did that with him sometimes, but lately it was always Mike. But it didn't help Hizashi always make stupid comments. Hizashi, Shota yelled from where he was laying. You let her off as you turned over to face the back of the couch. You were sure Hizashi was sleeping, but just in case he wasn't, you didn't want to see it or hear him. You were surprised when you heard footsteps coming into the room. You were just sure he would have been sleeping already. You were sure it was late, and when you left the room, he looked pretty tired. Hizashi's eyes met Shota's tired ones, and then he went over to where you were laying. He felt slightly bad. He didn't want you sleeping out here, but he wasn't sure how to get you back to bed. Shota's face didn't look impressed with Hizashi's actions, and Hizashi could tell. Why do you keep making come? Shota went to talk, but Mike yelled over him. I didn't mean to, okay? I don't know why she always has to do this. The words felt like a stab in your heart. Hizashi knew that hurt her. Shota was going to get off the couch. He can't control it. Before you knew it, Shota and Hizashi were bickering back and forth. You couldn't help but feel bad. Maybe this isn't where you were meant to be. Maybe you shouldn't be with them. Maybe you shouldn't leave here. This wasn't the first time you had made them fight. You didn't like it. You loved them both and you knew they loved each other. You didn't want them causing any more fights. I'll pack up in the morning. I'm not going to cause problems, you mumbled, and the second word came out your mouth. The room went quiet for a while. You slightly shifted you to move closer to the couch. Songbird, you heard Hizashi's voice. There was pain and sorrow in his voice. No, that's not what I'm saying. Just, I'm sorry, Songbird. I don't want you to leave. I love you. You're my little songbird, and I'm sorry I keep hurting your feelings. Just, he wasn't sure what to say, but he quickly jumped over to the couch and laid on top of you. He's rubbing his face on your shoulder, and he's wrapped his arms around your body. I'm sorry, Songbird, don't leave, he mumbled before he let Shota lay down again. There wasn't any more talking. You just laid there until you fell asleep. Okay, guys, I know that was short, but both my parents are asleep right now, and it's about being 10 o'clock. Sorry about that, and sorry about my stuffy nose again, because I was outside, and it's freezing cold. And again, if I'm really busy, I'm going to try and record whenever I can. If I take a break, I'm sorry, it's just because school's been really busy, or I just haven't been able to. And I'm at the best place right now, so that's really what's going on. So yeah, thank you all, and I hope you have a good day. I love you guys, but as always, I love you guys, and stay safe, my little sparks. Bye.